What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locksmith. We got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we got the WNBA player props for this Tuesday, September 30th WNBA slate. We got Game 5 of the Las Vegas Aces versus Indiana Fever. Winner go home. So again, this is obviously a very important game. Season's on the line. Everything's on the line. So these teams, players, should be putting their all out there and just trying their best. So before we get into those picks, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It would be much appreciated. If you guys are new here to the channel, we do not charge for picks or anything. So again, if you guys would like to help me out and support me for the free content, breakdowns, and analysis on the props I believe have great value, again, the only thing I'm asking is for that like right quick down below. And there's a new hype feature right after you like. If you like the video, obviously there'll be like a little hype button if you guys are watching on your phone. If you click it, it also helps the channel just getting out there to more people, so that'd be much appreciated. And or you could find it by swiping left on like the little comments button to get into the comments. They'll be there as well, so if you guys could do that, it'd be much appreciated. But we got a two-man cooked up for you guys. I feel like this one should be an absolute play that you guys can nuke. So confident in this play. I believe this one has a great chance of hitting. Probably one of my favorite WNBA picks all of these WNBA playoffs. So again, it is a lower payout, but I feel like this one's an absolute nuke like I just mentioned. So with that being said, without further ado, we're going to go to hop right at the picks on today's video. As you guys can see right here, got this one gamer, Indiana Fever, Aces. Anticipated to be in favor of Aces minus 7.5 in the books right now, over and under of 158.5 total points, which is nothing crazy offensively, but the picks I have lined up has nothing to really do with just crazy scoring. So again, if this one does turn into a defensive battle, just hard fought out defense, which teams typically do in a game 7 NBA, WNBA, again, everything's on the line. They're going to be playing their best defense and whatnot. So we got these plays lined up to not just be strictly reliable on offensive just performances. So our player of the day in today's video, we're going to rock with Aliyah Wilson over her field goal attempts at 19.5. If you look at her so far within the first 4 games of the series against Indiana Fever, Game 1, she had 22 shot attempts. Game 2, this game was a blowout. Again, it was 22 points deficit that the Indiana Fever were down. Again, obviously, she didn't have to do nothing crazy. Her teammates were out there balling too, and she still had 18 shot attempts, again, in a 22-plus point deficit, and taking 18 shot attempts still, which is pretty good value. Again, she only needed 2 more. Game 3, she had a total of 20 shot attempts, and then Game 4, she had a total of 24 shot attempts. So again, this is the MVP of the whole WNBA so far this season. She just got elected, I think, right before this series started. So again, obviously, she's the best player in the league by far. And she definitely, if they're in a winner go home situation, they should definitely be having the ball in the best option in the whole entire league's hands. So Aliyah Wilson, 20 shot attempts should be very solid for her. Typically every single game that she's played in, whenever she plays like over 35 plus minutes, which we've basically seen every single game in these playoffs, the last 2 specifically alone, again, whenever it's been getting closer to elimination, 38 minutes played right here and 36 minutes right here, compared to the first 2 games where she only played 33 in both of those. So her minutes recently have been up a lot more. Again, additional 4 minutes is actually a huge difference, especially in shot attempts, which is increases the ceiling significantly. So I could definitely see her playing a guaranteed 38 minutes anticipated out of her. Again, win or go home. They got nothing to lose, and they don't have a need to rest her. So those shot attempts should definitely be there for us. Again, so far this series, she's covered this line 75% of the time. And then going back to the regular season against this team, obviously she didn't see as many minutes specifically against them. She'd played them a total of 3 times, again, less than 30 minutes twice. And then the first game, 34 minutes, which was the one she did end up covering. So you guys can see the pattern right here. Whenever she sees a least amount of minutes, 30, 26, 29, again, she's not able to cover her field goal attempts at 18 and 17, even though she's still close. Obviously, she's going to need those minutes right here. And like I just mentioned many times, sounds like a broken record, but again, just trying to get my point through. This is a winner go home situation, so she's going to be seeing a huge amount of minutes. Should be seeing 38 plus out of her, only 2 minutes sitting. Again, MVP player. She should definitely be the one doing the majority of the work for this team. Las Vegas Aces, definitely the most skilled player, scorer by far. So we're going to be rocking with this one as our player of the day on today's video. And then a little insight right here. Indiana Fever, they are currently ranked 9th in 2 points attempts allowed. Now their 3-point defense is actually very solid. They're a top 3 ranked team in 3-pointer shots taken. If we look at this series alone, she really hasn't taken any 3-pointers. She's not known for being a 3-point shooter. One, 2, and then 0 in this game. And if we look at her 2-point shot attempts, again, they just been majority of the work. So this team is a bottom 5 ranked defense in those shots, where she takes more than 90% of, which is a good sign right there. And don't really got much else to explain other than that, but A'ja Wilson should be a green light to get us at least 20 shot attempts. So we're going to be rocking with this one as our player of the day in today's video. Could definitely see this one getting bumped up in the near future. So if I were you guys, I would definitely recommend locking in A'ja Wilson right here at the moment. So at 19.5, could see it getting pushed to like 20 and or 20.5. So definitely a good line right here at the moment. Hasn't got bumped up or down at all. So set at the original line, which we love to see right there. And then our second and final player on today's video on the other side of the ball, we are going to be rocking with Aliyah Boston over her 7.5 rebounds for the Indiana Fever. Now, I would be comfortable taking her normal line. Again, just rather be safe than sorry. Last 2 games, again, when we're getting closer to elimination, teams facing elimination and everything, she has been seeing a great amount of minutes, 37.8 minutes and then 33.6 minutes, which is actually a lot for her, especially if you can compare it to the regular season. Again, she typically averages around 30 minutes a game. The first 2 games of the series, she saw 29 in both of these and still was able to cover 11 and 13 rebounds, which is a good sign. But the last 2, we've definitely seen an increase in minutes. And with this one being game 5, obviously best out of 5, first to 3, currently tied 2-2. Again, they're going to be playing their main players a lot more minutes. If we go to Las Vegas Aces defensively, they're currently ranked number 1 in rebounds allowed overall, which is obviously pretty scary. But the guard position is typically where they're more just dominant upon. The forward and center spot, they actually get a lot more vulnerable. They're ranked 13, or there's 13 teams in the WNBA, and they're currently ranked 12th in forwards in rebounds allowed, giving a total of almost 20 a game to opposing forwards. And if you guys don't know, she plays the forward through center spot, like 3 to 5, depending on the matchup. She kind of just fluctuates through. But from those 2 areas that she does play, giving up a combined total of 19.6 and a combined total of 10 right there. So total of 30 rebounds, 8 out of the 30 rebounds that they give up combined should be pretty solid for her. Again, both bottom 3 defensive in rebounds allowed to those positions specifically. Should be a green light. And then if we look at Las Vegas Aces against the last opposing centers that they've gone against, the last 5, there's only been 1 player that hasn't been able to cover with them, and it is Dominique Malonga. Again, outside of that, every other center against the opposing teams that she's gone against in the recent series against Seattle have dominated every single game in that series. Center through forward spot, it's all been Aliyah Boston, and so far this series, just over the normal line alone, she's covered her line 75% of the time, and that's the normal one, mind you. Goblin line, she's covered 100% of the time, so again, would rather play it safe than sorry. Still like the normal line value, though, either way. And then this little insight right here to add the cherry on top of everything. Aliyah Boston has exceeded 9.5 rebounds in 5 straight games on the road. So again, literally every single game so far this postseason for the WNBA, games that she's been having for the Indiana Fever, every single one on the road, she's been averaging 12 rebounds a game. When her original line's at 9.5, now we're taking her at 7.5. Again, under her actual line, which is what we'd love to see. Again, first series against Atlanta Dream, she covered 12 and 12. First 3 games against Atlanta Dream, she covered 12, 12, 12, as you guys can see right there. Every single game she swept and was able to cover. And now we got this last road game against Las Vegas Aces over there in their home territory, which she's been thriving in. She's been on this team for a while, so she knows what it takes to win. And don't really got much else to explain other than that. But 7.5 is pretty low in my opinion. And outside of the postseason that we've been seeing in this series so far, the last 4, she played them in the regular season a total of 3 times and ended up covering 66% of the time. 2 out of the 3 games. Again, the only one where she wasn't able to cover, it was only a 23-minute game played out of her. Again, they blew them out the water. But outside of that, whenever she's seen 30-plus minutes, 8 rebounds has been automatic for her against this Aces team. So that's me rocking with for our last and final player on today's video. Boston over that rebounds line right there. And that is going to complete the 2-man that we cooked up for you guys on this same game slate. Again, got to give a player from each side of the ball. Can't do nothing crazy. It gets pretty tricky trying to load up a multiple, like over 3 or 4 players on the same game. So just me rocking with these 2 on today's video. Again, player of the day, A'ja Wilson, 19.5 field goal attempted And then second player, Aliyah Boston, over her 7.5 rebounds. I currently locked this one in at a 2.25x payout. They just shifted it to a 2x payout. So again, even PrizePicks knows that the boost and everything on this play was pretty solid. So right now at the moment, if you throw in $20, you win 40. Nice little double up on your money. Again, it is a low payout, but I feel like this is a play that you could absolutely nuke. Super confident in both of these ones. Again, but one of my favorite WNBA videos so far this whole entire WNBA postseason. So far, you guys, I'd recommend telling you down below. It is also Taco Tuesday. If you guys would like to take Aliyah Boston Goblin line, pair it with the taco that you guys could like. Again, also another easy double up. However you guys want to use these picks, just whatever you guys believe is best your own interest. But for me personally, I feel like this is a safe 2-man. But that is all I got for you guys in today's video. Again, please drop that like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. It'd be much appreciated. New hype button feature is also there. If you guys could click that for me, it would also help with the channel a lot. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see you today.